Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We need to do some farming today, just touch base, see how things are going. It is nighttime. It actually becomes nighttime. And I'm going to sleep real quick here. So let's sleep. RB. Beak. Sleep is left. Sorry, sleep. We don't want to get up at 8. We want to get up at 6. Sleep. 6 a.m. Wow, it's dark. Okay. Sun's just coming up. Everybody knows a good farmer probably gets up at 4, maybe 3. So here's the status. We'll take a look at the map. That might be the best way to do it. Give you an overview real quick. And September 2nd. Time isn't flying by as fast as I thought it would, which is interesting. I thought I would have a hard time keeping up. We'll see. And we may adjust the speed of the game later on. So right now we're looking at 3 fields. And so when you start the game, you own those 3 fields. So I have inherited this farm and those 3 fields, 44, 45, 46. I'm sure it's tempting to go off and try to, take out a loan, try to buy more properties, and expand your empire quickly and own the whole town. Hopefully that will come in time. But there's so much to do just with the 3 fields that you have. I've got 2 that are growing. I've got 1 that's brown, and I guess brown is withered. I don't know what's going on, but when I go over to it, it says growing. I'm not sure if I did something wrong. But the green fields will get darker green, and eventually ready to harvest. But that is a ways away. For sure. So we're looking at June and July of next year. The crops with sunlight, oxygen, water, soil, the crops grow. The crops take the nutrients from the soil right up into the plant, leaving soil that is depleted. So you have to put that back. Now, just to make things a little easier, I turned off rocks, so I wouldn't have to deal with de-rocking. I turned off lime. Lime is a way to add some pH, take out the acid in the soil. That helps, but that's not the same as fertilizing. And weeds. So I know that's not realistic because that's a part of farming, but just to start, I just decided, hey, give me a year or so. Give me a cycle where I can just focus on the basics, right? So if we look at this field right here, it shows us that it's been planted with wheat. It's growing, and it's not fertilized. So the property needs rolling. Not really sure why. And if there were rocks, the rolling can put some of the small rocks back down into the soil, but I'm not dealing with rocks. But it does need rolling. Now, I have learned that there's ways to fertilize and roll at the same time. I'm trying to figure that one out. In fact, down here at this end of the field, I have purchased a fertilizer spreader. Look at how wide this thing gets. Now, this thing all folds up nice and neat and tidy, and then it unfolds all the way out. And then this is a roller. So, okay. I'm not really sure what the roller does, but it's a roller. So what I have is the sprayer on the front and the roller on the back, and that's how I'm going to do both in one swift movement. It's very awkward. It's so big. But when I tried to apply it, it told me that this is empty. So I haven't purchased any fertilizer. So the nice thing about machines like this, they don't need anything. You just hook them up and go. But when we're talking seed and fertilizer, those are things you have to purchase. And I don't think I have a vehicle over at... I don't. Also, this is a... let's see. So this is a lower cultivator. Let's go with lift weight. This is a farm worker that I sent over to do my first job. So contract, it's called. So he has cultivated that field for another farmer, and now he can head home. Now there's a way for me to, I mean, that's probably me now. Let me look and see. Yep, that's me. I've got the hat on. There is a way for me to have a hired help drive this home. I have not done that yet. So I think I bring up the map, and I think I can go to that. Maybe I need to send. He's way up. Where is he? He's up here. He is up. I think that's him. Okay. No. Go away. Okay. I guess that shows. Okay. Yeah, that shows he's the only person that's working. I think I can tell him to come back here. Let me see. Set destination. Boop. Pick a target location. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine too. So, okay. So that was not as difficult as I thought. However, if I jump out of the tractor, how do I get home? So what I want to do is go back to the map and go to my farm. And I'm trying to think if I do the same thing with me. No, I need to send me. How do I go visit? There's a way to visit. It's got to be under the same thing. Visit. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I can visit my own farm. Boop. Visit X. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you visit, and that's a way to zap yourself around quickly. So just a couple tips when you're, and I'm just learning. I'm not an expert teaching you how to do this, but when you have a tractor, you can hire someone and then set a destination, and he will drive it. They will drive it home. And then if you need to go anywhere, you can visit, and it zaps you there, which is real nice. Not super realistic. You don't have to drive everywhere, but that is definitely nice. So I have two issues. One, I don't know how to get the fertilizer home. So I looked it up. There are mods you can install that does like a auto load. There's some mods that will actually deliver, which I think could be great. Why don't they offer delivery for a fee? That's not in the game. You have to install a mod, which I haven't done before. I need fertilizer, liquid fertilizer for this sprayer. So right now I'm not getting anything done because I'm trying to figure out, do I need to order a fork? I don't have money. You see, I am down to $22,000 after buying these two pieces of equipment. That's not great. I need to survive my first season. And what I wanted to, kind of the main focus of this episode is to show you when you point at a field and it gives you information about the field, who owns it, what kind of crop, etc. The thing that's important is not only what needs to be done on it, which is rolling. Is it fertilized? No, 0%. But the yield bonus, pay attention to that. Right now, 50%. If you don't do, oh, here comes my tractor. That's cool. If you don't do anything to a field, you get half the yield. That means half the growth, right? If you don't do anything. The goal, if you're going to spend your money and your time growing a crop, you would want 100% yield. So my personal opinion on strategy with this game is over here I'm getting 50. It said 51, but now it's 50 with the canola. The AI worker is blocked by an object. Okay, he's trying to park somewhere. The goal, I believe, for myself at least, would be to get my yield up to at least 90%, if not 100%, before I try to expand my, you know, my farming empire. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, this thing is so big, I'm going to fold the sprayer. Watch this thing fold up. It's impressive. Equally impressive when it goes back out, you know, but it's so cool that it can fold up into such a nice, neat little, and then one more time, boop, it just folds up great. So what I want to do, isn't that cool? What I want to do is detach that and just focus on rolling, since at least it needs to be rolled. And if all I accomplish this season is rolling, and maybe I can, let me zoom out so I can see how wide I need to be. Maybe I can increase my yield a little bit. Now let's hit Y to fold roller. No, we want to leave it just like it is, and we want to roll. So let's go ahead and get a nice, neat, straight. And honestly, I don't even know if I need to hire a worker for this. This is maybe 3 passes with this thing. The difference is a worker can go straight. So let's go ahead and hire a worker. Let him finish it. Let's jump out. So I like how it stops to let you get out of the way. That's cool. So and then I can go deal with that worker that's blocked. Let's see what it says over here for yield now. 53%. So I guess the question is, is it worth buying a roller for 3% yield? Well, maybe. I mean, it's money in the bank. So, all right, let's go see what... All I have to do is click left on the direction, and you can cycle through... I don't know why he says he's blocked. He's not blocked. He's fine. No. So it cycles through all your tractors, and I think he's perfectly fine just being a whiner baby. So it looks like rolling may be the only thing I get done. And I think you have to roll right after you seed. I wrote that down, rolling. So you seed, and then you roll in fertilize. I don't think you want to roll after things are growing. So I don't think I would roll that field. But I do probably want to go roll the other field over there. We'll see. So just want to be efficient. That's the whole point. I did write down like the time on my clock, and that it was 7 a.m. What I figured out was that time goes by, 10 seconds is 1 minute. So 10 seconds in real life, if you look at the clock right there, it's 7:14. There we go, 7:15. So 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, boom. So 16. So every 10 seconds is 1 minute, right? So that helps the time go by a little faster, but it still, in my opinion, seems to be a little slow. But I'm not going to complain or change anything, because I'm right now I don't have this stuff figured out. So there's no reason. Let's see what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to catch that. There's about 5 or 6 feet that he missed on the. Let's see if the AI knows that you should catch all of that. I would assume so. It will go until. See how he does it. See if he just puts it down here. Oh, or yeah. Let's see if he just puts it down here and catches the edge. Looks like he's going to. So it doesn't really matter if you roll the weeds and the grass. Okay. Interesting way to do it. So that whole field, but you can see the difference. There's a little difference in color. When it's rolled, it's a little lighter, and when it's not rolled, it's still just cultivated. So, all right, well, that'll bump us up just a little bit in yield. We do need to figure out how to increase the yield way more than 50%. If I'm assuming if you were a real farmer and you're only getting half of the growth that you could, you may not be in business very long. So let's... I don't even know if I need to fold this up just to transport it, unless it's just so awkward. I am thinking I can just sneak around. That's probably not good to drive on the crops at all. We'll just see if we can squeeze through here. I'm just being lazy. Just trying not to fold that up. Not going very far. So we want to go ahead and roll this field too. With this roller being so wide, it definitely does not take long to roll. So let's back out of here. Boop, 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 right about there. And we want to lower the roller. B, we want to roll. I'll go ahead and just do this one myself. This is 2.5 passes probably. Good practice. We don't want to get out of touch with the workers, you know. So we want to be able to, you know, a good boss can do everything that the workers do. In fact, probably better. And that's how you lead, by showing them how to do it. You don't want the workers to know more than the owner or manager, because then what do you need the owner or the manager for other than money? You want to be valuable. That's the whole purpose in life. Like, be valuable. Increase your skills. Know how to do, you know, if you have a job at McDonald's and your job is only the fries, I would pay attention to the other jobs and see if you can start doing some practice when you can, so that you know how to do the ice cream machine and you know how to do the whatever, you know. So you are valuable. Because at some point they're like, does anybody know how to do all of this? We need a manager that can oversee. Like, I do. I've been paying attention, and I can show you. So you want to be that guy or girl. All right, let's lower that back down again. And so this is pretty much 3 easy passes. There's probably some strategy to... I'm hoping I'm not missing a little bit in the middle. I think I might be. There's probably some strategy to how wide your fields are, depending on your equipment, you know? So, okay, let's go ahead and fold it up, and we're going to put it away. It's cool owning... it's cool owning new machines. If you're into machines... and you know what they are and how they work. This is kind of a fun part of the game. So I need to be probably a little more organized where I keep all my stuff. You know what I mean? You have to be able to hook up to it, and they need to be out of the way. All right, so let's, I'm going to jump out of the tractor. I want to jump over here and see if it jumps up to 53% also. Okay, so barley is 53%. That's great. I really could use some fertilizer. If we look at the, if we look at, not this one. If we look at the calendar, you can see we're just creeping. September 1, September 2... And if all I have are these 3 crops, and there's not going to be any harvesting until June and July, And every minute goes by in 10 seconds. We're still talking hours and hours and days if I just kept the game running. I think. I think. Now, considering winter, there's not going to be much to do. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to just sleep my days away. I could speed the game up quite a bit for winter and just skip winter. I just don't know. What if? I mean, I know some of the farmers that I know personally, that's when they have some free time. But there's usually equipment to maintain and things to do in the shop, which is cool. That part of the job sounds great. Just to kind of piddle around in the shop, working on equipment. So, okay. What can I do? What do I need to do? So let's look at, still a little bit worried about 44 being brown. I do see a little gap of green. Maybe something's growing. Maybe something's growing. Withered, the color for withered is definitely a different color of brown. So let me see if I see any that I would consider actually withered. And I don't. So maybe that's good news. There's another field down here, 62. That is the same color as brown. Oh, and 50. And 49. Okay, so there's a few. Unless I just bump that. There's a few that are brown. Those are types of... Okay, yeah. So you have to also be careful, like what filter I'm on. So here is crop types. So the color for wheat is gold. The color for barley is kind of that peachy color. And canola is green. So you have to be careful, that's the filter I'm on. If I'm just on, this is soil composition, and it tells you whether it needs rolling. And you can see 46, which I didn't roll because it was already growing. I don't think I can roll it now. You can also see some places on 44 that I missed. That's the one I did manually myself. So you can see the other field, the worker did it. So let's see, what else can we learn from this? Growth. Yeah, we talked about that. Needs fertilized. So, or if it's dark blue or blue, it is fertilized. But I don't know why 46 says fertilized. Well, that just means needs rolling. So no, it's the other two darker that are fertilized because I haven't fertilized. So, and there we go. That's pretty much what we can learn from that. So there's kind of an update on the farm. My next goal is to figure out how to get fertilizer here, liquid fertilizer, how to get it here, and then how to put it in my fertilizer, my sprayer, I guess is the term, and then where is my sprayer? I think I just parked it somewhere. It doesn't go to a sprayer because that's not a tractor. So just looking around to see, where did I drop my sprayer? It's that. Oh, I folded it up. No? Let's see. That's the roller. Where did I leave the sprayer? Over here. Sprayer. Okay. So I need to somehow, I could take this to town maybe and fill it. That's an option, so I got to figure that out. So I'll get back to you on that one, but thanks for visiting. September 2nd, time is creeping slowly. If you're interested in the game, it's Farming Simulator 22. The great thing is, with 24 coming out in November, right now there are tons of things available, lots of DLCs, lots of mods. It's a great time to get into the game, because if you just buy a brand new game like 24, it's going to take some time for people to create mods and for DLCs to come out. So whereas right now you've got so much to jump into, in 24, the difference between the different years. There's always some improvements, but they're always so similar. It just doesn't matter that much to me. So get into 22, and if I ever finish this game for some weird reason, by that time, the new one, 24 or 25, whatever they're calling it, will be on sale and will be a year old or something. So, but it's a good time to pick this up and check it out and do some farming if you like this kind of management kind of game. It's actually more fun than you think. It's pretty low key, but you also have to keep on top of things to be efficient and try to improve yourself as a player and as a farmer. So I'll catch you next time around. For now, Mr. Johns is out.